Good evening, everyone. A bit of a late start today. Good evening, everyone. A bit of a late start today. Okay, I did that again. All right. Channel meme. Okay. All right. Anyway, bit of a late start, so let's go ahead and today we are going back into Morrowind. We are going to explore Tamriel Rebuilt again. And today, specifically, we're going to be exploring the city of Old Ebonheart. Before we go to Old Ebonheart, I do want to make a quick stop in Castle Ebonheart on Varnfell because there's two embassies there that I want to look at because there's more embassies in Old Ebonheart and I kind of want to see them all. So I want to see the embassies. The other big thing I'm looking for in Ebonheart is I'm excited to see the towers of the 9 divines, but I want to explore the city as a whole. We're going to fly to Castle Ebonheart, see the Argonian and Skyrim missions, and then from there we're actually going to console cheat to a little village called Dondril, because when we do Old Ebonheart, I want to enter the city through the main gate. I think that would be the best way to enter the city, instead of taking the boat or flying there. And when we finish exploring Old Ebonheart, if I'm not too tired, maybe we'll go explore. There's a couple other nice sized towns that are in the general area that if I'm not too tired, maybe we can take a look and explore those if it's not too late. But the focus for today is Old Ebonheart. Specifically, I want to see the missions and the towers of the 9 divines, but I want to see the city as a whole. So let's go ahead and get started. There it is. Okay. So my game is up. Let's create our character. As always, we're going to do the quick version of starting. And hold on a second. I forgot there's... I just closed the game by accident. Let's get right back into it. Sorry about that. Ah, there it is. Came up. And because we're going to Old Ebonheart, which is the largest Imperial city in Morrowind, let's make an Imperial teenager today. I like that look. He looks classy. Let's pick a face now. We're going with a boy today, so I don't want anything that looks too girly. There's some nice faces here. Let's see. There's a lot of different ones. What kind of face do I like? Some of these faces are a bit androgynous. That face looks like he's got mischief. I kind of like that. We'll go with him. And our class today will be a Crusader, going with the Imperial theme. And he is... Let's do a warrior, even though we're probably not going to do any fighting today. And you'll notice when we go to pick up our cheat utilities that I swapped out the defense ring for defense amulet, defense belt, and defense gloves. This lets me have a bigger army of bodyguards, and also prevents the confusion I had sometimes when switching rings, because it used to be identical to the flying ring and the utility ring. So now I just have 2 rings to keep track of, and some other clothing items. We'll take our weapon, and we'll take our utility, and then the rest we'll just do take all. And now let's go get ourselves an armor before we start our adventure. You'll notice I turned down our distant land setting for today's run on account of the fact that Old Ebonheart, being a big city, is a very laggy area. And the distant land settings coupled with that, when I did a little test run, slowed my game to almost playable. Why am I back here? I already got the stuff. So it slowed the game to almost playable. So I turned down my distant land a bunch in order that we can use the memory for the city itself. Because when we're in the city, it's a walled city, so we won't be able to see distant land once we're inside anyway. Let's grab some armor real quick, and then we'll be on our way to Castle Ebonheart, and then we'll go to Old Ebonheart. We only need 1 defense item for this encounter, but 2 is overkill. 4 is just ridiculous. So we got 16 winged Twilight bodyguards now, taking out the skeleton and the lich for us, and then we can grab our armor. Alright, looks like they took care of it, so we don't need them in our way right now. Let's unsummon them and grab our armor. We'll toss the note on the ground, just because. And we didn't take a proper look at our character, so there he is. Yeah, he looks like he's ready to go on an adventure. And there's the armor. This is from an Imperial armor mod, so it fits thematically. Let's go back up and get on the path to Ebonheart now. And you know what? Because the utility ring gives us speed, let's just go and do our thing. Dead Cliff Racer. Yep, there's the wolf mod. Let's go ahead and take a pet for this. Alright, we now have a pet wolf who's going to explore the city with us. A signpost would be helpful right about now. Is that a signpost up ahead? Yes. We need Ebonheart. This way, it says. Well, we are headed towards Vivek, so that's how. And Vivek is next to Eben. Yeah, there it is over there. I can see Ebonheart just over the hill here. There's our trusty wolf following along with us. We shouldn't be hitting any more combat today. So in Castle Ebonheart, we're only interested in going to see the the Argonian mission and the Skyrim mission, to get a feel for what the missions are, because there's a bunch of them when we get to Old Ebonheart.
May I help you?
Nice Imperial dragon statue here. One of the centerpiece, well, the centerpiece of the Ebonheart docks. Old Castle Ebonheart docks, I should say. So right now we're in Castle Ebonheart, the Vardenfell version. So here's the Skyrim mission. As you can see, it's a bunch of Nords around.
On your way.
So the Skyrim mission is full of Nords. And if you go next door to the Argonian mission, it's full of Argonians.
Questions.
I think there's like 5 or 6 of these places in the city. So let's head back to the dock. And we're not, like I said, we're not actually going to take the boat, because I want to enter through the main gate rather than the docks.
Dock is free. What do you want?
So we're going to leave our wolf here, because we're about to do shenanigans with the console. So he's going to stay here and wait for us to summon him. So now we're going to go to Dondrel, a little village that's near the main gate. That will allow us to walk up to the main gate. Man, I got an itch. Alright. And we're inside rocks right now, so let's readjust ourselves. And what you see right now, this little tiny village is Dondrel.
Wealth beyond measure.
So yeah, nice little village here. And we want to leave the city through the western entrance. And that flag has a broken texture. Somebody should report that to the Tamriel Rebuilt developers. Maybe I will, I don't know. Or I'll forget about it. And actually, the village gate is a good place. I wanna actually do a little bit of a save just in case. Let's proceed. We are now headed towards Ebonheart, and we should see the gate up ahead in the distance shortly. Yep, you can just see the top of the tower in the distance over that hill. As we get closer. Yep. We're coming up to the city now. Almost there. And this is the main gate to Old Ebonheart. We're about to go on an adventure now. There's my character. Just about to enter the city. Looks like he's going to a convention of some kind, doesn't he? Let's go. There's the main gate. Wow. And already I can see the lag starting to pick up. This is my first, even though I've had Tamriel Rebuilt for a long time, this is my first time coming into the city proper. Let's take a look around. What's this place? The Moth and Tiger. Okay, this looks like a tavern of some kind.
Talk is free. What do you want?
It's an inn. Called it. We don't really have need for an inn right now, but apparently the city has a bunch of them. Legion boarding house.
Yes.
Temporary housing for new recruits as well as citizens, but only if you join the Legion. So,
Keep moving.
I hate when
You
NPCs.
want something, friend?
I hate when NPCs walk in your path and then stop blocking your way. I'm not going to go into every single building. We'll be here all night. A clothing shop. This is Tamriel Rebuilt, so I want to see if he has stuff that main game doesn't. Looks like he has a couple of expensive robes. Common robes. Some of these, I'm not sure if these robes are new to... I recognize that one. Extravagant robe. I don't recognize that one. Yeah. That's a texture that's new to Tamriel Rebuilt. But you know what? I like running around in my armor. Maybe we'll find other clothing and armor later on as well. That's somebody's house. And if we come down here, this looks like the poor district on the left. Looks like a bunch of people's houses. Since we have a lot of legitimate places to explore, I don't think we're going to go look around people's houses today, but let's also look for business type areas is mainly what we're looking for. But hey, here's the dock. Let's go down and take a look at the dock for a little bit. Imperial Navy Command Post. Let's take a look.
I think I could spare a few minutes.
Ah, the Marines have nice armor. That must be a Tamriel Rebuilt armor set. He's the... Cavinius is the boatswain of the Imperial Navy. If we're here to see the Admiral, you have to go through Hafrasia first. So the Admiral's assistant is a Nord, I guess.
What's your story?
Admiral Marilus is a very busy man. If you have a message for him, I suggest leaving it with me. If you're not here on Navy business, I kindly ask you to leave before the Admiral has you escorted out. Okay, this Admiral guy sounds tough, and I want to meet him now.
Emperor,
There's another
King,
Marine.
and Justice.
Potemus Marilus. Who are you? If you were here for me, I'd know about it. Okay, that must be the Admiral, and he doesn't want to talk to me. I figured as much, but hey, at least I met the Admiral, so let's go and continue looking around the docks. It looks like there's another statue. Not of a dragon this time, but of a snake. Alright. Let's take a look at these ships over here. This is a nice ship. This ship is called the Niben's Wind. Or Nibin, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's a little boat, so it doesn't have a name. Wow, that one's got... that ship is huge. And up there you can see the castle. Ultimately, we're going to end up there.
I'm listening.
This ship is called the Emperor's Majesty, Princess Morgaya. Okay. I will say, it's an impressive looking ship. Yeah. I like. Alright, this end of the docks. We've explored this end of the docks adequately. So let's go over here now. And explore this side. And there's 2 more ships over here.
Head on.
This ship is called the Scarlet Queen. Interesting. And then this one.
What's your story?
Ah, that one. That one, the ramp we came from already. Okay. Let's see what this building is over here. Harbor Office.
The
Guards.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Imperial bureaucracy. Dagon, take those wretched Swits. Someone who actually agrees with me about politics. He is an oathman to the great house Indral, and as bad fortune would have it, a shipmaster cargo has been confiscated, the pious toiler forced to sail away without it. What will the tollmare say? I could bring disgrace to my lord's name. She always had it out for our thrice blessed house. But I have a charismatic look. I do, don't I? Perhaps I can help? No, I'm not getting involved with this. We're not questing today. We're here to explore. This must be all the people in charge over here.
Leave me. The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
This looks like a study of some kind. And stairs going upstairs. I'm not going to worry about locks right now. See, I can't find the lady he was complaining about anyway, so let's just go on. So we've explored the docks. And now let's come back up because it looks like here's another business part of town. Another house, though. Generally, we're looking for buildings with signs out front. But these houses are nicer than the ones we just walked past. Baked goods. This could be fun.
Can you ask your question quickly?
What's he got? Biscuits. I'll take them all. And I'll take all his bread. Conberry. He's got Colovian bread too. Interesting. Lots of Colovian bread. Pies? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Now let's just see what all these different foods look like. Oh, so it's a cookie. Tamriel Rebuilt is British, man. I didn't realize Tamriel Rebuilt was British. Okay, the bread looks good. The Colovian bread looks good. And here's the pie. Oh, that looks really delicious. But it's got scribs in it, and they're bugs. So maybe not so delicious. That must be the baker's wife. Yeah. I'm not going to bother them anymore. I've already bought up their whole supply for the day, so... Foods. Pine Fist Foods. Another food merchant. What kind of cool foods they got? Lots of foods that aren't in original Morrowind. She's selling cookies too. They must be rivals. Surly Brothers? Is that alcohol? Plalo's Vineyard Wine. That's, yeah, these are alcohols. Wolf's Blood. Tamika's Cellar. Lots of different, Free Estates wine. Lots of different alcoholic drinks there.
All right, I'm listening.
But I don't drink, so we'll leave them alone. Alright. You can see just how bad the lag is in this town.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
Okay, so the buildings with signs are shops, and the buildings without are not. Unari's elixirs. So this would be potions and stuff. Lots of potions and ingredients. Nothing I need right now. There's a note on the door. No solicitors. Well, you're tempting fate with that note, so even though I said I wasn't going to go into people's houses, I've changed my mind just for you because you put that stupid note on your door. It says lock too complex. But this is supposed to be a master lockpick, which should be able to open anything. Alright, I'll have to look at my utility cheats and figure out why my pick doesn't work on half of... Alright. That's not something to worry about right now, though. You won this round, Mr. I Want to Be Alone. But I'll be back for you on a future run. Zinjira's Weavery. Zinjira.
What Khajiit do for you?
Merchant. Okay, why aren't you selling to me? This Khajiit is supposed to be a merchant, but it's not. They're not selling. I will bribe. And they're still not selling. Is this shop incomplete then? Crates of spool. I have no use for that. Spools, cloth. Clearly this is... Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, I guess there's nothing to buy here. Let's keep moving. Yesu, Zadesh Palette, Armorer. Do they have any of the new stuff?
What is it, sir?
Okay, it looks like all my chitin weapons, iron, Imperial. These are all vanilla weapons. Bone mold, that's vanilla. Chitin is vanilla. They have a drow shield though. Iron. Steel. Nordic troll bone. So they don't have any of the new Tamriel Rebuilt stuff. But that shield looks cool, so I'm going to swap my look. The drow are a race of underwater creatures that are kind of violent. There it is. There's my new shield. It doesn't really match the armor, though. I was just here.
Well,
I went around by accident. Alright. We've seen that shop. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Because that's what the lag does. Ueli Fyro Enchanter.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Selling a lot of enchanted stuff. Scrolls. Lots of enchanting stuff. A couple of books. Soul gems. This could come in handy later. But not for this run. We don't need any of that stuff this run. And it looks like this one's another shop. The Perfect Quarrel. Looks like a weapon shop. Yep, here's some weapons. Again, none of the new Tamriel Rebuilt stuff. If we keep going this way. Tall Tales. Or does that say Tail Tales? Probably Tail. It's a Khajiit running the place. That's a lot of books. One of these days, I'm going to go into a bookstore. I'm going to do a stream where I just read some of the books. They have 36 lessons of Avec 18, but none of the rest of it. Interesting. I gotta remember this bookshop later. Looks like a fun place. And it looks like Warian's Mystical Emporium.
you want something, friend?
Wow. More magic stuff, more books, more scrolls. Interesting. The Book of Daedra. Well, have I really been looking at shops for 15 minutes? Okay. Let's keep moving. Even with Distant Land turned way down, Nirengar, woodworker. How come he doesn't have a sign? Oh, something happened here. Alright, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know if I can help.
Doesn't look like he's actually a shop. Right. Looks like we're almost done with this little side street here. Quality wares. More weapons. More clothes. Actually, didn't we come through this way? A lot of books. Other stuff. Didn't we actually come through this way on our way into town?
Speak freely, friend.
I don't remember. But that looked like a familiar selection of stuff. Deprecation Cube. Of course. Because you'll see a bunch of those around Tamriel Rebuilt. Okay. And then there's a sign here. The Fetcher's Pawn. Man, the lag is bad down here.
Say what you want or go away.
So this is a pawn shop. So another shop that has a bunch of different things. Looks like they have an assortment of different armor parts, but not whole sets. It basically looks like the shop that we just were in, so let's keep moving, as the guards say. I saw a red spot on my map. Yeah, the deprecation cubes do look like they show up on the map. Looks like it's just the one. Alright. There we are back at the main gate. So now let's head to this end of the town. Wow, it's getting dark, which means it's getting late in the game. That's a manor. We're not going to worry too much about that. Yeah, lag is bad here. The Guild of Barristers.
Can you ask your question quickly?
Important business matters. He's asking for help. He says he used to be a lawyer. And that there's not much lawyers in Morrowind. In need of protection? Yeah, I'm not doing quests right now. Go find someone else. Marsh Demon at her elbow? That's an interesting name. I know that some of the Argonians have interesting names, but that one was particularly interesting. Alright, so here's a tailor.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Oh, he's got a lot of clothes. I can't tell whether he's got new stuff or not. But I don't really have time to go through his stock. We haven't even gotten to the castle yet. Oh, and people who are watching the stream, feel free to participate in chat if you want. This place has a sign. Rare goods. Oh, we were definitely here before, I think. Yeah, we were here before.
What do you mean?
Alright, this must be the plaza area that I read so much about.
Tidings, citizen.
Ah, there's a bank here. Investments in the economy. Marlena Ferotis. Major financial institution. Imperial Heartlands. Okay, well, it's not letting me talk about my investments, so I guess I don't have any, and they haven't implemented that. But it says for accounts and stored assets. So you can actually do that now. Tamriel Rebuilt has bank accounts now. Deposit funds, withdraw funds, loans. Of course, they're not offering me the service. So that must not be fully implemented yet. Fighters Guild, pretty standard affair. We can skip it. The Grand Chapel of Talos. Now we're starting to get into some interesting stuff, I think.
Please feel free to talk at your leisure.
So this looks like a
Yes.
church. Join the Imperial cult? No, I don't want to be a cultist. I'm just here to admire your architecture.
You want something?
Wow, she's got weird makeup. Do they all have... This person's got normal face.
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, he's a Dunmer. Why is he in the Imperial cult? Dunmer are supposed to be with the Tribunal. Oh well. That's nice. This makes me really excited to get into the towers. Or the towers of the Nine Divines in the castle. Look. There's a stained glass window. Would we like to make a donation and receive a blessing? To Talos, whose endeavor fills the hearts of man. Oh, they all the gods have altars. Altar of Julianos. To Julianos, who incants the damned equation. Stendar. To Stendar, who suffers men to read.
Yes, sir. What do you want?
Dibella. To Dibella, who pays men in moans. Akatosh. To Akatosh, whose perch from eternity allowed the day. Talos. To Talos, whose endeavor fills the hearts of man. Zenithar. To Zenithar, the provider of our ease. Mara. To Mara, who fills the empty and drains the stones. Kinnereth. To Kinnereth, who returns the masculine breath. And Arche. To Arche, who braves the diminuendo. I have no idea what any of that means, but it sounds fun. And apparently the cathedral has towers. We are now under the Chapel of Talos.
Surrender now, and I might let you live.
Okay. Looks like these are where they keep all the offerings that people make at the temple. Broken Imperial Broadsword. Adamantium Saber. Definitely want that. Silver Claymore. Okay, the guard's not looking.
Stolen for the last time.
Never mind. Okay. I thought he wasn't looking.
What?
Entry to Old Catacombs. This looks intriguing. Imperial Royal Silver Longsword. They're too close. Let me try doing this. I'm invisible now. They can't see me. Can I take it now?
You've stolen for the last time.
I guess not. Okay. The invisibility robe was not enough to allow me to take that. Oh well. It was worth a shot, I guess, but... Entry to Old Catacombs. Sewers. I'm not going to explore the sewers right now, just because we haven't even gotten into the castle yet. We went to the basement, but what's above? $60. Okay, this looks like a study of some kind. Alright, so she's a healer.
Outlander.
Good to know. So this looks like cult facilities up here above the cathedral. Okay, they got a little garden going on inside. Okay, they have a trapdoor. I want to see. Looks like I was just in here. Okay. Looks like I've... Oh, this is what I wanted to unlock. Okay. Still not letting me go there. Okay. Because apparently it hates my supposedly master lockpick. That upsets me a little bit. Whatever. And we are now on top of the cathedral. Let's go back downstairs and start heading towards the castle. So yeah, one last look at the cathedral. Such a pretty place.
Go ahead.
Alright. Now that we're done in the chapel. Guild of Fighters, we came from that way. So we want to go this way. Towards the gate with the flags. Let me just make sure we've seen everything around the main plaza. Yeah, I think we have. Alright. Before I go in there, though. Alright, that was the cathedral. What's this big building? A manor. We're not going to worry too much about there. Let's just go for the castle. And this is where we should find the missions and the Towers of the Divines. And we're still lagging badly. But you saw that we're fine once we get into interiors. So, let's start exploring the castle grounds and see what we can find.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
So this building, alright. I want to find the missions first, then we'll do the 9 towers. Ah, Legion headquarters. This could be
Watch
fun.
your step.
I should probably put a few apprentice soldiers in here. With my Children of
Serve the
Tamriel
Emperor
project.
and the Emperor's law.
The Legion has more deprecation cubes. Oh, wow.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
Those should not be there. This is a release area. I can understand those red deprecation cubes in preview, but this is supposed to be a release area.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
Alright, he's also got a bunch of weapons. Imperial. Looks like he's got a couple of the new items, but not any full sets. Oh well.
Yes, friend.
Let's attack the training dummy. Ah, she's facing away. Let's try this again.
Strange. You've made your last mistake. Thief.
Okay. It didn't work even here. And they were facing away from me. Oh well. I really should have learned my lesson by now. I deserved that. Let's...
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Legion Dungeons. Okay, let's take a look.
What? Why do you disturb me?
You can be 6 feet under for the rest of eternity without the freedom of being dead. Interesting description. Does this door accept my master lockpick? Yes, it does. Finally. We're going to explore this jail a little bit. Or not. But you know what? Let's keep that equipped for a moment. Because there's doors up here.
Stay out of trouble and you won't get hurt.
General Kasich. The Minister of Justice. That looks like a quest hook. Kasich's plea. Childlike scribbled handwriting. Spilled ink. Emperor, Elder Council, King, 9 Divines. A phrase recurs. I am not a traitor. Clearly you're not a traitor either. Interesting.
Get out of here. 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 Get out of here.
Alright. This cell is empty. He or she must have been the previous resident. Okay. And now the cell's on this side.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
This cell is also empty. So there should be one more cell.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
So how come the guards didn't care for me picking that one cell? Okay, this is a fancy cell. Is that the Emperor?
Speak, traveler.
The Duke's Affair? He ordered the Duke ordered the guards to put her here and then shower her with gifts. He can't leave the cell. Alright, come back if I change my mind. Okay, I am meeting some interesting people in the city. She's got some nice paintings on the wall. Are those Bob Ross's? Does Bob Ross exist in Morrowind now? Okay, whatever. Alright. Yeah. All these fines I have to keep paying. Not putting a dent in my money for now. I think we're done exploring the dungeon.
The Nine and the Empire.
That's the Great Hall of the Palace. The Hall of Justice. That looks like an interesting place to check out. So yeah, the 9 towers would be around the wall. Let's check out the Hall of Justice. I've been live for an hour already. Okay. The Imperial Treasury.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
They have lots of guards down here.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Here we go again.
Get out of here.
Lock 2 complex. But you know what?
What?
We're just lockpicking. We're not actually going to steal anything down here.
Serve the Emperor.
I've learned
and
my
the
lesson
Emperor's
elsewhere. Although these doors, they might have locked
law.
down.
Emperor, King,
You saw
and
it wouldn't let me
Justice.
do anything there, so...
Serve the Emperor and...
So, the Hall of Justice... Alright, so this is the Hall of Justice, then. Interesting place. Why do they have papers all over the floor?
Yes, friend.
Yes?
Pressing matters. In that case, I'll leave you to it. I'm not going to bother you.
The Nine
I see you're busy. Okay. Another deprecation cube. They should not be in release areas. Minister of Talvani Affairs. The official representative of House Talvani. Or language barrier. Talvani Council. Ah, yes, the Talvani don't like the Imperials, so they send a Natranek as a joke. That's my best guess as to what happened. Well, we're not getting involved. Standard policy, because we still have a lot to explore here.
Peace of the Nine.
Okay, it is a nice quiet night. How do I get back down to the ground is what I want to know. I want to be back on ground level. Oh, but there's other sections I hadn't seen yet in just this structure. So that's the central offices.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Haven't I heard of you?
Is this the house? That might be the House Indral minister. I didn't really come here to meet all the ministers, though. Alright. I'm not sure what's going on there, but... Wow, this whole city is a maze. Let's try and find my way back out.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
That's interesting. This is an interesting room. Looks like a study
Here
of
to see
some
the
kind.
castle.
So we've already been to Legion headquarters. I think there's one other big building we wanted to see. That's the Hall of Justice. The Palace Great Hall. So this is the palace itself. Wow. And they're set up for a banquet.
Seen any elves?
That's racist. It's racist because you're in the Dark Elf province.
How can I help you?
So this must be the throne for whoever's in charge. These must be tributes. Imperial silver, royal silver longs. Well, I learned my lesson earlier. I'm not even going to try. Palace Library. Ebonheart, a history. I should probably read some of these books someday on stream. Baron Zaya, Riemann, Knights of the Nine, Pelagius. Lots of lore to read about. Daggerfall, Thirsk, Emperors.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
But really, it's a library and there's a lot of books here, but I would have expected a lot more books. I mean, Library of Vivek has more books than this. And they represent one province. This castle is supposed to be the whole empire. The Periaton. Actually, we're going to take a look at this book. Because I've heard about this book. It's a book about the Daedra. To Periate, the master of ranks and lord of charges and steward of misrule, pray, for it is he who guides the transaction, he who brokers the contract. It is he who shall punish any sorcerer or spirit who should reach above their rightful station or dishonor covenant in actions or thought. Miasma be the wretch's part. The Periaton, which contains the names, orders, and offices of the hosts of misrule, their various knowledges, and the charms by which to bind them into visible aspect. Volume 2, Demons of the South. Alright, here's about Molag Bal. You can pause the VOD and read about him later. Nocturnal. Horvis and Varix, Horin and Varin, Sapi Shalki. Vernima or Vermina or Vernam. Oh, it's one of several books. Okay. Here's another volume. That was volume 2. Here's volume 4. Volume 4 contains Hermaeus Mora, Zarzes or Sarsis or Zarkastes, Achma, Agmaha, Ogama or Ogo, Mephala. He's important. He's part of the backstory. Mephala, Marfala, Mathat. Parudma or Rusha Parma, Meridia, Murdis or Meridine. Interesting. So we haven't yet seen volumes 1 and 3. Are they in here? Kitchen. Is there any sort of organization to these books whatsoever? Breville. Where was I when the dragon broke? We definitely have to do a reading stream sometime. Rarities. Absolutely no copying. Interesting. What happens if you steal the note on the wall?
You've made your last mistake.
Okay, the note was worth 1 gold apparently. Okay, that's actually somewhat hilarious.
How can I help you?
Alright. We need to do,
Use of the 9, do you?
for the reading stream, I think we're going to have to do that in a bookshelf rather than a library. Because you can't take these books without being, without getting a crime, whereas in the bookshelf you can just buy the books.
May I help you?
Alright, I think we've seen enough of the library. Or have we? There's a treasure chamber down here.
Masera.
The private collection of jewels and other priceless artifacts. We are not a public museum and do not need visitors. Apparently it had a recent break-in.
Long live the king.
I don't care if you're not a museum. I am going to take a look.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Lock too complex. This is another lock that my lockpick will do nothing on.
Long live the king.
Okay.
Emperor, king, and justice, citizen.
There's some more deprecation cube over there.
Get out of here. Serve the emperor and the emperor's law.
You know what? I want to see the treasure collection. We're cheating this. It's late, and I want to see this. Okay, there's dead people in there.
Emperor, king, and
We're not going to worry about the treasure collection.
Emperor, king, and
I don't want to end up like those 2 dead people, so let's just go. We still haven't found the embassies. Palace household is on this side. There's a shadow moving that I can't match up to a person. Are there ghosts here? Is this place haunted? Deprecation cube. Man.
Emperor, king, and justice. citizen.
Stop blocking. I'm trying to I want to see your household, buddy. Okay, that door let me unlock for some reason.
Outlander, what do you want?
Humble servants, trying to keep everything running smoothly. Of course you are. Like, I do. What are you trying to hide?
Get out of here.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Get out.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You're just trying to hide some common clothes and expensive amulet? What are you doing with jewelry if you're just a servant? Well, I've got the guard out of the way so I can enter this room at least. This is the kitchens. And apparently I want to try the cooking. Of course I do if that was actually implemented. Aren't there more interesting parts of the tower for me to see?
Do you want something from me?
Not, yeah, but they don't have these big, huge red cubes of the future. So not really that much more interesting. Alright, what have I found up here? Too complex. Is that a fancy way of saying we didn't implement what's behind the door, so you can't open it? I guess I'm going to assume. Palace High Chamber.
Is there something you need?
Duke's Guard. I think we're getting to the important people now. Duke Furios Madamus.
Go ahead.
He's the guy in charge. He's the Duke of Deshawn. Okay, so he's the ambassador to Deshawn. Deshawn is the one great house region that Tamriel Rebuilt has not built exteriors for yet. So I can't tell you about the Deshawn yet, but it's where House Drez lives. A Gakogo helm. That looks fun. A letter to the king.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen. What's that? You want something, friend?
Get out of here.
Lock 2 complex. Alright, whatever.
Emperor, king, and justice.
Dual meeting chamber. That goes back into the library. Human tower.
Head on.
The palace tower. So there's another one of the servants.
The Nine and the Empire.
There's a nice little table.
You like to dance close to the fire.
Skullface Shade Free. That's a cool set of armor, and I want it. But I'm not getting into that right now. Like I said, no combat today. There's a nice little private meeting table. Alright.
Yes. Emperor, king, and justice.
Let's see if I can find my way back outside so that we can find the embassies. Okay, it says we're back in the library area.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
I will say, this is a very nice castle. I approve. And it's day again. We've apparently been exploring the castle all night. So let's see. This is Stendar's tower. I just want to see. I think the towers of the 9 divines are literally just regular guard towers that are named after the 9 divines. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too divine about this place. Yeah, there's nothing particularly special. We're not going to go into each of the towers. But I still want to find the embassies. There's a reason we stopped at Old Ebonheart first before coming here. So that was Stendar's tower. There's the Legion headquarters again. No OSHA compliance, huh? And since we're back outside, we're lagging horribly again. We've done the Palace. We've done the Legion. We've done the Hall of Justice. High Rock. Okay, we found our first embassy. High Rock, I think, is home of Caramantine Voice. That's cool armor.
What's this regarding?
So is High Rock, I think.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
High Rock is the province for where the Bretons live.
So what's this regarding?
So we got another couple of these places to find. I guess they're in the walkways between the walls. Yeah. And we're still lagging badly out here. Imperial Census Office. The Imperial, notice of repairs and change of location. The Imperial Census Building is currently undergoing important structural repairs as well as an extensive aesthetic renovation. The work is scheduled to be finished in the coming years. For the duration of the repairs, the Grand Inspector's office is located in Debella's Tower. You know what? I don't care. You're renovating, but I want to take a look at it. They actually have built an actual construction site place. Interesting. The developers really do think of everything, don't they? Declaw. Welcome to the Imperial Census Office, or what's left of it. If you're here for business, the offices have been relocated upstairs. If you're here to fix the mess those idiots made, please go ahead. The workers the head office sent us haven't made progress for days. The demolition part went very smoothly. That part they understand. It's everything after that they can't do. The worst part is the rubble's blocking the way to my old desk that has a very important document on it that I wouldn't want to get into the wrong hands. If you can get me that document, I'll make it worth your while. So, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Census Records. This record contains a long list of births, deaths, marriages, and migrations in the last couple of years. Glyphs, marks, and seals in red ink attest to the busy work of the Census and Excise Office. How much is one of these record books worth? It says 4. And what do you know? It actually is 4. Wow, more construction stuff going on here.
Yes.
He's the foreman in charge of the construction. Fix the mess. Got these instructions from up the chain. Can't seem to read any of it. Either the pages got a bit soaked or going blind. If you know anything about construction, feel free to lend a hand. He won't stop me. Yeah. Okay. That's enough hanging around the construction site. So we've done High Rock. So there should be a few more missions
Keep
around
moving.
these palace walls. I will continue to try to find them as my game continues to lag badly out here. Valenwood. Valenwood is home of the Wood Elves, with more deprecation cubes. Bosmer. So yeah, this is the house of the Bosmer.
But don't take too much time.
What kind of armor is that? It looks cool.
What assistance do you need?
And upstairs, Somerset Isles mission. That's the home of the High Elves, if I remember correctly. Wow. That's cool armor too. Alinor.
Spare me the formalities and get to the point.
Did we just pass into Lord of the Rings with the names like Alinor or something? So, we've just seen Valenwood and Somerset. And previously we had seen High Rock. There should be one or two more of these little places around. Oops, I came off the wall on the wrong side, so we're going to cheese back into the city. Back down into the castle. Oh, I don't think we've... Alright, so Valenwood we've done. Elsewhere mission. Oh, so Khajiit. Well, Elsewhere is the home of the Khajiit.
Greetings, friend.
It looks like there's different types of Khajiit in here. Main game, there's only the one. So we gotta find... Alright. There should be a Hammerfall embassy as well. Somewhere. So we've seen Elsewhere. And we've seen High Rock, Valenwood, and Somerset. So we gotta find the Hammerfall mission. And then I'll consider our castle exploration complete. And you know what? I kind of want to keep this going a little longer. So let's find this last mission first. And then I'll figure out where we're going to go. Supposedly there's supposed to be a Hammerfall mission as well. I don't know why I'm not finding it. Okay. Secret little area back here. I bet I could I bet I could stash a lot of stuff back here. Nobody will ever notice. Because guards in this game tend to be pretty dumb. So let's retrace our steps. There's supposed to be one more mission out here.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
So Stendar, Zenithar. Resettlement office. That's something interesting that I haven't seen yet.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Okay, can I go up here, please?
Greetings.
Okay, they're going to Varnfell. They want to work at the mine near Caldera. Interesting.
I'm listening.
The Caldera ebony mine is kind of a big deal. I wish that couple luck on their endeavors. All right. This looks like an interesting
Emperor,
place.
King, and justice, citizen.
Resettlement. What is a resettlement? Citizens from across the Empire relocate to other places. Colonists are given a small stipend or a place to stay in exchange for helping to civilize the wilderness. Pelagia, Caldera, Helnum, Ebonheart, Solstheim. I'm not ready to leave Ebonheart yet. You sailed halfway across the civilized world and abandoned everyone you've ever known, and suddenly none of our settlements sound good to you? I do have my charter agreement, right? No. You do realize I make these notes in ink. I'm not going to scratch it out. I wouldn't want to get the paper signed by the resettlement headquarters and come back when you do. Process no more settlers until you return. How inconsiderate some people are.
You want something, friend?
Wow, this place was a joke. So we've done the resettlement office. We've been going an hour and a half and we still haven't found this last mission yet. So that's resettlement. Anything back here over these rocks? Okay, that's where we found the High Rock mission and the other place. Maybe it isn't ground level. Maybe I actually have to go up the steps somewhere to get to it. Oh, that's the palace there. Mayor's Tower. Hammerfell mission. We found it. Home of the Red Guards. Is there a reason you're blocking my path, buddy? Well, we'll go up. They got interesting outfits.
So what's this about?
That's a really interesting outfit. Hammerfell mission. Okay. We found the last mission, but supposedly I'm not quite done here. Excuse me, I need to get by you. Seriously, you guys are going to trap me here?
If I ever see that elf, he's in so much trouble.
You know what? I cheesed the console for that? Oh well, what's behind this door? Of course, the lock's too complex. More deprecation cubes.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
I don't think we're quite done with this building.
What brings you here?
Okay, at least they're walking normally again. Lots of little balconies to get lost on. Oh well. I think let's go back to the gate, the main gate of the city, and find something new to explore. Because I'm not tired yet. I could go for a little bit longer.
Piece of the night.
Alright, so we gotta go back into town and then go back through the gate. And I'm not gonna fly. I'm just gonna run along paths and see what... Let's do a little bit of wilderness.
Well met, Outlander.
If I can find my way out of the city.
May you find all that you seek.
We should be getting close to the city gates now. Yep, there it is. I think. Oh, I didn't even notice that big statue up there. We're gonna run backwards. Yeah, it's a statue of Talos, Emperor Tiber Septim. Alright, we're going to go down this path and run back to Dondrel. And we're still going to lag a bit while we're in the vicinity of the city. And from Dondrel, we're going to decide what to do next. I'm going to call stream relatively soon, though. What's this thing? A Velk. At least it's not attacking me. That looks like an animal of some kind. Alright, we found our way back to Dondrel. Dondrel with its missing flag texture. Okay. And now it's dusk again. We're going to do a nighttime hike. We're going to go down this path until we see a signpost and see what looks interesting. Okay, here's a signpost. Dondrel, we just came from there. Almasthir. Old Ebonheart. Almalexia. Ildrim. What's this one in the back here? Sarenthal. Well, the city I want to go to is near Almasthir. So, go back that way, I guess? I'll tell you one thing. This is a pretty area, but it doesn't fill me with the same suspense that the, what's it called? The, Vardenfell does with its wasteland areas. There's a city I want to see that I think is near Almasthir, so this exit from town, maybe? Yeah, we're going south, so we're moving away from Old Ebonheart. Signpost time. Vul, Almasthir, Almalexia. Alright, we'll keep going this way. So yeah, Old Ebonheart was nice. But I don't think I'm going there again until I actually start playing the Tamriel Rebuilt quests. Because too much lag. Another signpost. Dondrel, Old Ebonheart, Felms Ithil, Almalexia, Almasthir. Whoa, cool. There's one particular city I saw a picture of in a trailer. I'm trying to, and I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's near Almasthir. I could always put the flight ring on and use that to get to where to look for the city. So this here is Vul. Looks like a Velothi town. Not really a town, more of a village. Well, let's see. This is... So they do have a temple, which is cool, I guess. Signposts. Almalexia, Almasthir, Athrensis, Old Ebonheart, Dondril. So we actually want to keep going this way. We want to head towards Indral territory, I think. The picture I saw was definitely Indral architecture. So I guess moving in the direction of Almalexia City will be kind of helpful. Oh man, I lost the path. You don't ever want to lose the path in strange lands. Crud. Yeah, I've lost the path. Let's look for something that looks like a landmark. Oh, there's the edge of Vul. I'm probably butchering all these pronunciations. Let's take a look at my map. I'm still lagging out here. Yeah, I think I actually... The city I'm on, I think, is south of here. Is that another red deprecation cube I see up there over the city? You know what? There's a Silt Strider. We're going to go into town and make our way up to the platform. Because I'm lost now. So yeah, this is Vul. It's pretty tiny. And I'm still lagging badly for some reason. I don't know why I'm still...
Wealth beyond measure.
I'll have to play with my settings, because I don't normally lag this bad. Even with Distant Land turned on. And we're no longer near old... according to the map, we've gone quite a distance from the city already. So we shouldn't be lagging from that anymore. Okay, this wasn't the Strider platform. You know what? I'm gonna cheese this. There's the Strider. How do I get down to the platform? And the deprecation cube was on the Strider's platform. Because of course it was.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
We're gonna go down to Almasthir, which is just downriver from Old Ebonheart. With my regular land settings on, you can see Old Ebonheart from Almasthir, but because I reduced the distance, you can't, so... Let's get back on the path and see if I can find my way to where I want to go. If I can first find my way out of here. Okay, so there's the Silt Strider. This is Almasthir. It's a Vivec-style Velothi canton. And a major trade port for the temple, apparently, because of its central location on the Thir River. Here's a boat. With nobody on it. What's the name of the boat? The Glinting Moth. That's a cool boat. Hall of Tribute. I don't really want to explore Almasthea right now. There's one particular. I want to see if I can't figure out what that city was that I saw in that screenshot.
Do not stray from Belot's path.
It's ironic that the temple guards tell you not to stray from Velos's path, because that's exactly what their bosses, the tribunal, have done.
Do not stray.
What is it, Sarah?
I'm trying to see if there's a way to get down onto land from this city.
Outlander, what do you want?
I want for you not to stand in my way as I try to walk down this path. Okay, I think I found my way out of the maze of that city. Let's keep going till we find a signpost. Oh, we're on the Halalu side of the river, I think, where the cities aren't finished yet. I want to be on the Imperial side of the river. Wow, 12:30 already? And I've been streaming almost 2 hours. So far, this is my second longest Morrowind run ever. The only one I've done that was longer was when I did the Linking Books hunt. Yeah, we're on the Halalu side. We want to be back through Almasthea. We want to be on the Imperial side of the river. And I'm still lagging badly today. So I think we want to be on the other side of the canton, I think.
What was that? Yes, Outlander.
Are you here to visit, Master? Do not stray from Belot's path.
Yeah, guard, shut up, okay? I'm trying to find my way.
Are you here to visit, Master?
Oh, random Nord guy.
What's your story?
Okay, I think we've started to find our way. So, the city. Time to find that Imperial city that I saw on the screenshot that one time. Follow the path until we see a signpost. Another deprecation cube up ahead. Is this it? Is that the place? That looks like an Imperial town, and that looks like a nice big Imperial town. Did I find the place I was looking for? Well, we don't want to enter through the water. We want to enter the city properly. Alright, how do I get over there? I guess we're going to keep going around until we find a way in. I'm getting farther from the town. Yeah, I want to get over to that town somehow. Here's a couple little shacks here. Is this a farm of some kind? Caravan. Why is this? Why do the shacks have a name? If the place is so tiny, there's only 2 of them. I don't think 2 shacks constitutes even a tiny village. Maybe a farm or a homestead, but not a village. All right, there's the town. I'm gonna swim around it till I find the entrance, I guess. Wow, this is narrow here. How nice of them to put a staircase leading out of the water in case you fall in. No, literally, I mean that. That wasn't sarcasm that time. And look, we found an entrance to the town. It's called Roa Deer, apparently. And I've seen Imperial towns before on previous explorers, but none this big. No, one this big. I've explored Akamora once, not on stream. Roa Deer, Crossing of Lamps. And here we are. Back to a familiar Dunmary appearance, I guess. And from here, we can see the inside of the town. And you know what? I think that's a good place to end stream for tonight. We found our way into the Imperial town of Roa Deer. It looks like a nice place I want to explore sometime, but I'm getting tired. And given how big this place is, I could be here another hour if I stick around and explore now. So to get a proper view of the city as a whole, let's go fly one more time. Wow, the town is even bigger than it looked. Yeah. This looks like a nice big town. There he is one last time. This is a good place to end stream. Let me see if we're going to do a raid. Give me a moment. I'm going to see if there's a place to do a raid. I can't find anyone to raid. All my usual channels are offline right now. So we're just going to end stream cold. Alright, have a good night, everyone. I plan to stream a few times this week, but I think I'm going to take the weekend off. I streamed 3 days in a row. Maybe I'll be back Sunday. Maybe I'll be back Monday. So have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to you soon.